Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Good morning, dear students. In this section, you are going to learn about a treat for a mosquitoes from Environmental Studies CBSE syllabus class 5. Children, now let us discuss about mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are small, merge-like flies. Females of most species are ectoparasites, means whose tube-like mouth parts purse the host skin to consume blood. The word mosquito comes from the Spanish word means a little fly. Mosquitoes have 6 legs. They also have a head, thorax, and abdomen. Mosquitoes cannot fly very far or very fast. The Anopheles, a malaria carrier, and the others two are known to spread various forms of encephalitis. Only female mosquito bites and suck the blood. Both male and female feed mainly on fruit and plant nectar, but the female also needs the protein in blood to help her eggs develop. Once she had her fill of blood, she will rest for a couple of days being laying her eggs. Male mosquitoes identify female mosquitoes by the sound of their wings. Females can beat their wings up to 50 times per second. Mosquitoes can smell human breath. They have receptors on their antenna that detected the carbon dioxide released when we exhale. There are more than 3,500 species of mosquitoes. Malaria is caused by a parasite that involves in mosquitoes. The parasite gets into mosquito saliva and it is passed on when the insect bites someone. Mosquitoes are considered the deadliest animal in the world. The Anopheles mosquito in a particular it is dangerous because it transmits malaria which kills more than 1 million people every year primarily in Africa. Malaria is transmitted to humans by female mosquitoes of the genus Anopheles. The female mosquitoes take blood meals for egg production, and these blood meals are the link between the human and the mosquito host in the parasite life cycle. Children, now let us discuss about malaria parasite. Malaria is caused by a one-celled parasite called a plasmodium. Female Anopheles mosquito pick up the parasite from the infected people when they bite to obtain blood needed to nurture their eggs. Inside the mosquito, the parasite reproduced and developed. The female Anopheles mosquito transfers malaria in order to obtain proteins from the human blood plasma which they use in their eggs. The male does not need these proteins, hence they do not transfer malaria. Only female mosquitoes take the blood meal as they need to produce their eggs. Now let us discuss the symptoms of malaria. A malaria infection is generally characterized by the following signs and symptoms. First, the person he or she will suffer with fever, chills, headache, nausea and vomiting, muscle pain and fatigue. Now let us discuss how to test this malaria. Children, we can look at the blood slide under the microscope. This microscope makes things look 1,000 times bigger. The details inside the blood can be seen clearly. There are some microscopes which can things look even more bigger than this one. Malaria parasite can be identified by examining under the microscope a drop of patient's blood spread out as a blood smear on a microscope slide. Prior to examination, the specimen is stained to give the parasites a distinctive appearance. Now, let us see the medicines for malaria. From earlier times, the dried and powdered bark of the cinchona tree was used to make a medicine for malaria. Earlierly, people used to boil the bark powder and strain the water which was given to the patients. Now, tablets are made from this, and people are being using medicines to cure malaria disease. Children, let us discuss about anemia and what is anemia. The most common cause of anemia is low level of iron in the blood. This type of anemia is called iron deficiency anemia. Your body needs a certain amount of iron to make hemoglobin, the substance that moves oxygen throughout your body. However, iron deficiency anemia is just one type. If there is less hemoglobin or iron in the blood, the doctor gives some medicines to give strength for you. And he also suggests us to eat jaggery, amla, and more green leafy vegetables. And these food items consist more amount of iron. Children, let us discuss some of the effects that are caused by deficiency of anemia in children. Anemia is common in Delhi schools in 7th November 2007. Thousands of children are studying in municipal corporation schools in Delhi suffers from anemia. This is affected both their physical as well as mental health. Due to anemia, children do not grow well and their energy levels are low. This is also affects their ability to study properly. Now health checkups are being done in the schools and health cards are being made for all the children. Anemia children are also being given iron tablets. Children, now let us discuss about baby mosquitoes. Many factors make malaria vaccine development challenging. The malaria parasite develops both in humans and in the female Anopheles mosquitoes. The size and the genetic complexity of the parasite mean that each infection presents thousands of antigens to the human immune system. The parasite also changes through several life stages even while in the human host, presenting different antigens at different stages of its life cycle. Understanding which of these can be useful target for the vaccine has been developed complicated. In addition, the parasite has developed a series of stages that allow it to be confused, hide, and misdirected the human immune system. Children, now let us discuss then how do they spread these diseases. Malaria infection begins when an infected female Anopheles mosquito bites a person, injecting Plasmodium parasites in the form of sporozoites into the bloodstream. These sporozoites passes quickly into the human liver. The sporozoites multiplies asexually in the liver cells cover over the next 7 to 10 days causing no symptoms. In an animal model, the parasite in the form of merozoites are released from the liver cells in vessels, journey through the heart and arrives in the lungs where they settle within lung capillaries. These vessels eventually disintegrate, freezing the merozoites to enter the blood phase of their development. In the bloodstream, the merozoites invade red cells means erythrocytes and multiply again until the cells burst. Then the invaded more erythrocytes. This cycle is repeated, causing fever each time parasites break free and invaded blood cells. Even some of the infected blood cells live the life cycle of asexual multiplication. Instead of replicating, the merozoites in these cells develops into sexual forms of the parasite called gametocytes that circulate in the bloodstream. When a mosquito bites an infected human, it injects the gametocytes which develop further into mature sexual cells called gametes. The fertilized female gametes develops into actively moving okinets that burrows through the mosquito's midwall and form oocysts on their anterior surface. Inside the oocyst, thousands of active sporozoites develop. The oocyst eventually bursts, releasing sporozoites into the blood cavity that travels the mosquito's salivary gland. The cycle of human infection begins again when the mosquito bites another person. Children, now let us discuss about Plasmodium. Plasmodium is a genus of parasitic protozoans that fall under the family of Epicomplexa. Plasmodium is also known to infect the red blood cells in mammals like humans, birds, reptiles, and so on. Plasmodium that causes the infectious diseases known as malaria, and malaria occurs when the infected Anopheles mosquito bites pigeons or any other mammal. Some other species of Plasmodium known to spread malaria are Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae, and Plasmodium knowlesiae. The Plasmodium parasite displayed a complex life cycle as it uses an insect, means mosquito, as the catalyst to carry and transmit the disease. Now children, let us look at the life cycle of Plasmodium to get a better understanding. The life cycle of Plasmodium parasites have a complex life cycle that includes three stages, namely gametocytes, sporozoites, and merozoites. Now let us discuss about the first stage of Plasmodium life cycle called gametocytes stage 1. The male gametocytes called microgametocytes and the female gametocytes called microgametocytes and are transmitted through an Anopheles mosquito during a blood meal. The gametocytes within the mosquito develops into a sporozoid. The male and female gametes mate inside the gut to the mosquito, and after a 15 to 18 days they form a parasite called sporozoid. Now let us discuss about the second stage of Plasmodium, sporozoites. When the infected mosquito feeds on humans, the sporozoites are transmitted through the saliva into the bloodstream. After that, the sporozoites enter the liver cells and there they mature into schizones. Later, these sporozoites rupture and release merozoites. Now let us discuss the third stage of malaria Plasmodium, merozoites. In third stage, over the next 1 or 2 weeks, each schizoid multiplies in order to form several and other forms known as merozoites. The merozoites exist from the liver, enter the bloodstream again, and they attract the blood cells. The merozoites grow and multiply more while destroying all the blood cells in that process. Certain merozoites develops into gametocytes, which is later injected into the bloodstream by a mosquito, and the whole cycle starts again. When the red blood cells are destroyed by the merozoites, it releases a toxin that causes bone shaking, chills, and fever. Extreme cold, chills, and fever are the classic symptoms of malaria in human beings. Children, the evaluation of Plasmodium evolved in parallel within the vertebrate evolution for the past 120 million years. Therefore, the Plasmodium has gone through new host, which is followed by adaptation to those hosts, which shows the primary reason for the evolution of the Plasmodium. Several species of Plasmodium has been isolated from the chimpanzees that include Gaboni, Falciparum, Falciovula. The other species are also isolated from reptiles, and some are isolated from birds. Plasmodium parasites found in reptiles are Plasmodium mexicanum, Plasmodium floridensa, and Plasmodium in birds include Plasmodium relictum, Plasmodium zeuxan, Claria. Children, now let us discuss some facts about mosquitoes. Mosquitoes have four distinct life stages, with the first three stages being spent in water. First stage is called egg stage. Egg stage. An adult female lays about 100 to 400 eggs in cluster called rafts, which floats on the surface of water, or eggs may be laid singly on the surface of water or water edges depending on the species of mosquito. Within 2 to 3 days, the eggs hatch into larvae. Larva stage. The larva comes to the surface to breathe through a tube called siphon and feed on small organic particles and microorganisms in the water. The larvae are found in a wide variety of standing water surfaces, including neglected swimming pools, ditches, stored drains, rice fields, irrigated pastures, tree holes, log ponds, snow pools, ponds, artificial containers, and even discarded car tires also. The larvae, their skin or molt 4 times during the several days or weeks. On the fourth molt, it changes into pupa. Now let us discuss about the pupal stage. The pupa cannot eat, it breathes two tubes on its back. The adult mosquito grows inside the pupa, and in several days, when it is fully developed, it splits the pupal skin and emerges to complete the life cycle of mosquito. The newly emerged adult mosquito rests on the surface of the water until it is strong enough to fly away and feed. Adult stage. The newly emerged adult mosquito rests on the surface of the water until it is strong enough to fly. Female mosquitoes require a blood meal to lay eggs. Male mosquitoes do not feed on blood. Diseases are transmitted when male mosquito feeds on infected host and then feeds on an uninfected host. Now let us discuss some facts about mosquitoes. All mosquitoes must have water to complete their life cycle. Mosquitoes do not develop in grass or shrubbery, although adults frequently rest in these areas during daylight hours. Only the female mosquito bites to obtain blood meal. The male mosquito feeds only on plant juices. Female mosquitoes are attracted by heat and carbon dioxide to the host, such as humans, mammals, and birds. The female mosquitoes may live as long as 3 weeks during the summer or several months over the winter in order to lay her eggs in the following spring. Children, now let us discuss where do mosquitoes live and breed. Mosquitoes rest in tall grasses, weeds, and bushes near inhabited locations such as homes and other buildings. Mosquitoes breed even in stagnant standing water, oftentimes found around our houses. Mosquitoes even breed in tin cans, buckets, discarded tires, and other artificial containers that hold stagnant water. In untended pools, baths, logged rain gutters, and plastic wading pools that hold stagnant water. Now let us discuss how to eliminate mosquitoes breeding grounds. First one, practice good pond mosquitoes control. If you have a pond or still water on your property, you may not be able to remove it. You can make it less of a mosquito's heaven. However, by adding mosquitoes fish, also known Gambusia effens, a single fish can eat more than 200 mosquitoes larvae in 60 minutes. Another option for your pond is to introduce bacteria known as Bacillus thuringiensis to kill larvae in your pond. Next one, cover rainwater barrels. Keep your barrels covered with a fine mesh fabric to prevent mosquitoes from getting tough. You can also keep the barrel covered even when the rain isn't coming, as more permanent preventatively measure. If covering isn't it an option, can empty out your barrel within 24 hours of an rain before larvae have a chance to hatch. Having a running bird bath. Bird baths usually contain still water, but you can eliminate this problem by introducing a small pump to keep the water moving. If this keeps moving the birds away, you can schedule daily replacement of water to keep mosquitoes from breeding. Eliminate debris and hiding spots on your property. Frequent cleanup eliminates empty containers or surfaces where still water can collect. Regular maintenance can also mean trimming barrack grasses and other plant life so mosquitoes cannot hide there. Take a close look at your garden. Garden ornaments, flower pots, even paving stones can collect water and become a breeding ground for mosquitoes. For potted plants, encourage good drainage. This will improve the health of your plants while also preventing mosquitoes. Your garden ornaments look for hollow spaces with small drilling holes to allow water drain away. Children, let us discuss a small story about Ronald Rose. The name of the story is A Scientist Peeps into a Mosquito's Stomach. This interesting incident took place almost 100 years ago. A scientist found out of the stomach mosquitoes spread malaria. Let us read about this discovery in his own words. My father was a general in Indian Army. I studied to become a doctor, but what I really liked was reading stories, writing poetry, music and drama. In my free time, I enjoyed doing all this. In those days, thousands of people used to die from a disease that we know now called malaria. The disease was found in areas where there was a lot of rain or in swampy places. People thought that the illness was caused by some poisonous gas that came out from the dirty swampy areas. They gave it the name malaria, which means bad air. One doctor had seen tiny germs in the blood of one of the patients when he discovered it under a microscope, but he could not understand how this had got into patient's blood. My professor had some ideas about this. I think that this may be carried by some kind of mosquitoes as his student. I spent all my time chasing mosquitoes to catch and observe. We used to carry empty bottles and catch mosquitoes after mosquito. Then we would put the mosquitoes into a mosquito net and which there was a patient of malaria. The mosquitoes would have feast biting these patients. The patients were paid 1 anna for allowing one mosquito to bite them. I will always remember those days at the hospital in Secunderabad, how we used to cut open the mosquito's stomach and dip into it. I would spend hours and hours bent over the microscope. By night my neck would be stiff and my eyes could not see clearly. It used to very hot, but we dried non-fan hourless. All the mosquitoes would fly off in the breeze. Once I also fell ill with malaria. I spent months like this with the microscope but could not find anything. One day we caught a few mosquitoes that looked different. They were brownish with spotted wings. When I looked into the stomach of one of the female mosquito, I saw something black there. I looked closer. I saw that these tiny germs looked just like ones that we were found in the blood of malaria patients. At last we had proof that mosquitoes did spread malaria. In December 1902, Ronald Rose got the highest award for his discovery, the Nobel Prize for Medicine. In 1905, even he has lay dying, Ronald's last words were, I will find something new. Thank you.